Okay, I'm pretty sure the ads are done, so I'm good to start. So I try to let the ads play out before I start doing stuff, because if I just start doing stuff, there's ads like 5 minutes into the stream. So, how's everyone doing? I am going to be playing some Final Fantasy today. Haven't quite decided what I want to do. I know I want to level Paladin for a little bit, but beyond that, I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to continue with that or move on to something else in the game. Maybe start the MSQ for Endwalker. That might not be a bad idea. I'll have to turn cutscenes back on, though, because I'm going to forget otherwise. Yeah, so I'm going to start with our daily roulettes here. Let's move over to Final Fantasy. Since, we're going to start with main scenario. So I want to get a little bit more accessories for my level. Lurk bait should be working, by the way. You'll notice that I have a message that appears. However, music always takes priority. Actually, mind you, because of how the music laid out. You know what? Text can have priority. The text is not blocking anything important. Yeah, so don't forget you can exclamation mark fish, and there's also a redeem. The fishing is set to every 3 minutes, or the command is set to every 3 minutes, while the redeem is set to every minute. I don't know if that's per person or if that's for the server, or not the server, the stream. So. And also another small, oh, neat. Sorry. Another small update. If you weren't here for Tuesday's stream, I did up the price of the redeem for Hydrate, because it did get abused a little bit. Considering I handle Hydrate a little bit differently, I ended up getting way over hydrated. And, while being overhydrated once in a while is alright, I can't have that happening every stream. So, for those who are not aware, every time I do get the hydrate, I do drink a Costco water bottle. So that is 500 milliliters of water. So keep that in mind. I do end up chugging the whole thing. And people's like, well, why don't you just drink less? I like the consistency. Apparently, I just gave my banana a big nose. Also posted in the, I didn't mean to post in the VTuber community that I'm live. I meant to do this in just normal Twitter, so oops, whatever. Like, it's, oh, yeah. Wow, I'm actually surprised at how long this is taking. God, I have to talk. I can't just focus and tank. I actually have to be entertaining. What am I doing? Streaming? Like, come on. No, but joking aside, yeah, joking aside, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I ended up playing some more, wow, I'm really in the us today. I've been really enjoying Rematch. I played with Meta and PGA last night. And, I do want to play some more. So if they end up playing that tonight... Yeah, if they end up playing that tonight, then, I might hop onto that, even if it's past streaming hours, like yesterday. She's probably the healer, too. Okay. You know what? Since I have time, self-promotion. Why am I not? Okay. Bring it closer. Go. Yeah, I make that mistake too many times, to be honest. Let's bring them over here. I thought my healer's ready to run. So much to dodge here. Okay. Time for long ass cutscene number what? 2? You know what? Just because I can. I got a rubber ducky? What? What is that considered? caught a rare 3-star rubber ducky. Yeah. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, to be honest, but I am torturing. But at least we're getting this out of the way. We get an easy 350, which gives us another accessory. So. Right, I need to update Clash Clans on my phone. Do I? That's idiots. Yeah, but this is also going to give me a good idea if any of the music on my playlist is copyrighted. And I just didn't realize it was. I am streaming to YouTube today as well. They did get a little bit of a later start than the rest, because I needed to set that up, and the title's a little different and such because of the fact that, like, hey, I haven't streamed on YouTube for God knows how long. So. Okay. Neat. Did I lose there? No. Okay, is it me lagging or is it... It might be me lagging. I am lagging hard apparently, but I'm not losing frames. Okay. Network. Oh no. hope the lag tones down. I might have to restart the game otherwise. I'll probably end up restarting the game to be safe, actually. Okay. Like Ethernet. Yeah, like I'm uploading more than I'm downloading right now, which is what to be expected considering I'm streaming. Be real. Like, I've been doing some more thinking about the posts I've been doing. I don't think my time slots for streams are the best. I'm probably better off streaming later at night, which I can do for... Like, I can delay stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays by like an hour, maybe 2. So instead of finishing at 9:30, I finish at like 10:30 or something. That might be better, but the Friday streams, there's nothing I can do about changing that. The time slot is all based on... Is there a way to check my ping? I feel like I have very high ping right now. Just to make sure I don't have anything else running that's important, right? That's all good. That's fine. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Oh no, man. Hey, Lika, how you doing? I'm doing good. Yeah, doing one of the more boring dungeons. This is, I do believe this is the longest dungeon in the game, only because of the cutscenes being unskippable, so... Yeah, leveling my paladin today. I might move on to something else a little bit later, but at least for now I want to do my, my dailies with, my paladin. And then I might end up starting the story for Endwalker. I haven't quite decided yet if I'm doing that today or not. Not really, just leveling, streaming. I did watch a stream from, or not a stream, I watched a clip from Megalodon stream. She ended up talking about the whole, like, lurkers not being counted as viewers things, which, like, is kind of, like, it's something I've noticed for a while. But beyond that, like, nothing interesting really going on. Just another day of the grind. Can't wait for this cutscene to be over, god damn it. Oh, wow. Yeah, if it's 7, we're like 14 hours apart right now. Currently, 5:30. Yeah. Yeah, it's depending on which way you look at it. Because you're 14 hours ahead of me or 10 hours behind me. So. But yeah, the difference is probably better to say 10 hours, to be honest. I just mapped the wrong way, that's all. Yeah, you mentioned that yesterday. I did take a look at them. I just haven't had a chance to respond. Keep in mind, I am in school, so I've had a lot of projects that I've been working on as well, so I don't have time to straight up fully send a proper message. And I'm gonna be real, I probably don't even remember. Let me double check again what it was. All right, it was your starting soon stuff. Yeah. Yeah, those were really good. Yeah. I'll send you a more detailed reply when I get a chance. I did manage to look at them. It's just to formulate a proper response is... Yeah. Okay, time for another cutscene. What did I just unlock? What is this? Blocking common attacks. What is that?
Look for the lift's control panel. It'll be somewhere nearby. Take the lift down, and you should find yourself in the chamber of the Ultima weapon.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you have 5 minutes to do something, now's the time, because this is the longest cutscene. Yeah, we cannot skip. The scene cannot be skipped.
Keep your eyes peeled. Gaius could be waiting for you down there.
I just realized I'm surrounded by cat.
Don't even think about dying.
Whatever the freaking race is called. Mikote or whatever. I think pronouncing that, butchering that wrong.
Tell me, for whom do you fight? Do you believe in Eorzea? Eorzea's unity is forged of falsehoods. Its city-states are built on deceit, and its faith is an instrument of deception. It is not but a cobweb of lies. To believe in Eorzea is to believe in nothing. In Eorzea, the beast tribes often summon gods to fight in their stead, though your comrades only rarely respond in kind. Which is strange, is it not?
Probably because they can't do much about it.
On the 12
Otherwise they become
engaged,
thralls.
I was given to understand they were your protectors. If you truly believe them your guardians, why do you not repeat the trick that served you so well in Cartano and call them down? They will answer, so long as you lavish them with crystals and gorge them on ether. Your gods are no different from those of the beasts. Icons, everyone. Except for this. And you will see how Eorzea's faith is bleeding.
Like, listening back to this cutscene, like, he is right on the money.
Nor is this unknown to your masters, which prompts the question, why do they cling to these false deities? What drives even men of learning, even the great Louis Swan, to grovel at their feet? The answer? Your masters lack the strength to do otherwise. For the world of man to mean anything, man must own the world. To this end, he hath fought ever to raise himself through conflict, to grow rich through conquest. And when the dust of battle settles, it is ever the strong who dictate the fate of the weak. Knowing this, but a single path is open to the infinite ruler, that of false worship, a path which leads to innovation and death. Only a man of power can rightly steer the course of civilization. And in this land of creeping mendacity, that one truth has the power to stop me.
God, this speech is like so long and boring. Especially when you've heard it like 8,000 times, because it's only the same 3 goddamn missions. Every single goddamn time. No! So close. Dude, he might just stall at 1 HP until this phase. Yeah. So he has to go through that phase first. Yeah, and outright the half-naked one is frickin' the healer. Okay. What's Yuki up to anyways? Did she like go live or something? It doesn't look like it, but whatever. Yeah, she's not alive. I didn't mean to put this down. Okay.
We're gonna be out in numbers. Ellie, get away from him! Ellie!
We're gonna do leveling next. No, we're not. We're gonna do a high-level dungeon. No, we're not. We're gonna go get more equipment first. Get one of the other pieces of equipment. It's just a part of the reason why I'm thinking of continuing with Bedwalker after doing my dailies is because of the fact that I'm tired of avoiding certain people's streams because of the fact that they're streaming Final Fantasy XIV content that I just never done before. Why am I here? I need to be up here. Okay. Try that. Try like 2 of the 3. No, I should be able to buy all 3 actually. No, I'm off a little. Oh well. Still, that's probably a better investment. At least this is item level 55. These are freaking not quite the best, but still. Okay. Do a high-level dungeon. Okay, I have no idea what this does. Block incoming attacks, like... Okay, I understand what this does. Holy shit, it's a 6-minute cooldown. That's insane. But it's also really strong. Because it just makes me invincible, like, for 10 seconds. I don't know if I want to level tank all the way to 80. Like, I'm gonna start Endwalker as a healer, but I don't know if I'm gonna continue Endwalker as a tank. Like, continue to level the tank so that I reach high enough level to do Endwalker as a tank. Because I am yet to do a trial. I am yet to do an 8-person content as a tank. I have no idea what the fuck I'm supposed to do as either an MT or an OT. And I am scared to jump into that. So I'll tell you right now, I'm not doing the Alliance raid as a tank. I'm not doing trials as a tank. The only reason why I'm willing to do main scenario with the risk of it, with there being one trial, is the fact that that's a 4-person trial, not an 8-person. So let's change glamour. Woo. On this set. Because, like, I don't have anything where, like, I don't have pants, like... You know, I just realized, this is supposed to... Party members, alliance, other friends, own companion, pets, general. Other PCs. There we go. Mind you, I'm pretty sure Yuki has their full name out there. Like their character full name, because they stream as well. But just to be safe. Not like I'm able to check, because every single time they're streaming, pretty sure it's Savage content. I wouldn't know, because it's further than I am, so I stop tuning as soon as I figure out what's going on. That it's something I haven't seen before. Okay, I'm seriously about to give up on this whole being a tank thing. If I'm gonna be in queues for this long, man. Like, come on! Yes, I'm complaining about queue times as a tank. This is coming from a healer. But ideally, I get this done so I can get the last piece of equipment. I'll do the rest as a healer. Actually, do I even need to do the rest as a healer? My sage is level 80. I don't need to level up Sage anymore. I don't need to level up White Mage. White Mage is already freaking... I guess I could level up Scholar or Astrologian. I guess I could do Astrologian. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing for Astrologian. Or the fact that I might not even have gear for Astrologian. Yeah. I do want to redo all the coils at some point as a tank. Because that's honestly probably the best way that I'm gonna get tank experience. Get some experience as tank, and then at least outweigh. Like, a part of the reason why I'm doing tank as well right now is I want to understand what the tanks have to go through. As a healer, like, even though it's probably never going to be useful to me, I want to know. I want to know the pains and the frustrations that tanks have to deal with. Because as a healer, like, I also have my pains and frustrations that I deal with. But who knows? Maybe, like, we have some of the same frustrations. I don't know. That's why I'm leveling a paladin. And I've actually been enjoying tanks so far, so I might level all my tanks as well at some point. I level the 4 tanks and the 4 healers, and then the rest can live in freaking. The only one that's gonna get maxed is Summoner, and that's only in correlation to Scholar. It's like, even though I unlock Samurai, I don't think I'm going to touch it anytime soon. I might touch Pugilist. Just because I can. I might level Pugilist, I might level Dancer, and then level Red Mage. Even though I'll have Summoner max, I might level Red Mage. Just so that I have something in each category if it ever comes down to the point where, like, I'm in a party and, like, for some god-awful reason, healer slots or tank slots are not available. Then I might reconsider. But I don't know. Okay, that actually made me jump. That's surprising. No. Did not mean to do that. Here we go. There we go. I'm gonna need the map. I don't remember this dungeon. I could have sworn there was something else there, but... Okay, I'm gonna sprint this next part. There was more I could have pulled. Yeah. Oops. Silly me. I could have taken the first gunshot away from Buddy. Oh wow. Okay. I don't remember what we're supposed to do in this section, so... Do this, just... That sounds safely to me. Okay. They're out, they're out. Oh. This way. Okay. I do not remember this dungeon at all. Okay. Guess. I don't know. I'm guessing here. Thank you. W healer. Final boss of the dungeon. Oh, good job, friend. Maybe hit the right. You are lucky, my friend. Okay, and then is it done being a prick? There we go. Okay. Yuki's in a party finder. I think they're looking for, do the or not the ultimate, the, salvage. Where am I going? I keep going. I'm just curious. Okay. Curious to see if Yuki went online. They probably will end up starting the stream as soon as they start doing the trial. What do I need? Earring. And then can we just, like, pretend that I have the right chess piece? So everything else I've done is, like, daily wise. Like, the only thing left is the Alliance raid, which I'm not doing as a tank, because it's content I'm too scared to do it. Leveling's gonna be a dungeon. You know what? Let's shift over to, Endwalker. Let's do it. Let's start Endwalker. What am I doing? Which means that I am pausing music. I am turning character configuration. This. Okay. And we are gonna go to. We're gonna do White Mage until we hit level. Actually, should we do White Mage? Should we? I'm gonna do Sage. Either way, the equipment's the same. Like, it changes nothing other than, like, what abilities I use. No, we're gonna stick on Sage because of the fact that, Sage is level 80 and White Mage is 85. However, I am gonna use this on my White Mage. I'd like to gather everyone in Dawn's Respite and together assess the situation which we find ourselves. Yeah, because Kral is in the land of the a-holes. Let us take stock of facts, shall we? The crisis at hand began with the sudden appearance of ominous towers in multitude of locations throughout the world. We have since learned that such structures were brought into being by an organization known as the Teleporori. The Teleporori stated purpose is to recreate the final days of eons past, an apocalyptic event that would result in the destruction of all we hold dear. Already have these towers of theirs been the cause of untold suffering. Countless innocents kidnapped and imprisoned, their faith prevented for primal settlements. Or preserved. And unless we find a way to deal with the corrupt Devora surrounding the spires, we can't even get close enough to rescue anyone. Those shielded with the blessing of light seem able to resist being tempered at least. But after what happened to Ehrenwald and Bordola, we need to be very, very careful about how we proceed. Yet while these threats close to home are of paramount concern, we mustn't lose sight of the situation in Garlemald. As you know, the Teleporori are under the leadership of the Fan Daniel and one other delightful fellow, Zelos. Ye Galvas, the crown prince of our dear friend. To date, he's reclaimed his old body, murdered Emperor Varys, and plundered Galermad into an even deeper pit of chaos. The capital has probably seen the worst of it. For a good while there, it saw the bloodiest fighting in the War of Succession, but that has since changed, and in a troubling ways. Aye, during our reconnaissance, the air was not once rent by the barking of cannons or the cries of discord. To us, an eerie fog of silence which did blanket the ruined city. The inhabitants appeared to have been tempered, and with nary a word spoken, they did the labor to transform the place into a soaring edifice born of nightmares. If they were indeed made thralls, it seems safe to assume that these events too were orchestrated by the Telephorori. An army of primals is awful enough, but in the light of recent development, I fear it is only the prelude to an even greater catastrophe. We need to devise a means to counter this threat and quickly before our allies are overwhelmed. We will find a way in Charlian, I'm sure of it. Master Forkunalt comments regarding the final days were curious to say the least. The forum knows more than they're letting on. Sorry to interrupt. We just received word from Mistress Kryle. She says that the arrangements for your visit has been finalized. You're to head to Linza Lavinza aboard the next ship bound for Charlian. And on arrival, present yourselves as associate of the student of Baldishan. Come to assist with the Order's restoration. The arrangements may be settled, but what are your thoughts? They must race at the prospect of returning home after so long. I am eager to see it, of course. Of course, we should set off at once. I'll accompany you to the docks. You need at least one person there to wave and cry, which is a safe journey. God, this organization would not be held together if Tortura was not a part of it. Oh, that quest start. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, how many quests do you think we're going to get done today? How enthralled into the story do you think I'm going to get to the point where I will fucking be up at like 2 o'clock in the morning and we're still streaming because like we're 30 missions in? Okay. With that being said, joking aside, do I have Endwalker open right anywhere? Do I have a tab of Endwalker's MSQ? Because that's one thing I do like to keep. I like to know what's coming up, like, dungeon-wise. Like, I don't care for the story. So it looks like we have some weird shenanigans going on at level 80 and 81, which is fine, don't get me wrong, like... Okay. So we're here right now, we're gonna get this, we're gonna get that. Let's aim to finish the level 81 quests today. How about that? That will give us 3, 12... 14, 23 quests. Think we can do that in about 3.5 hours? Probably not. Everyone's here, which is good, because I've already paid for your passage, and the fee is non-refundable. The ship for Charlion should be pulling into port soon. So please follow me and have your luggage close at hand.
They've almost finished loading our cargo. We should be ready to depart right on schedule, or so I'm told.
Excellent. 'Tis nice to have a smooth beginning to one's journey, at the very least.
It's funny. Master Louis Soir came here on a ship very much like this one. And now, years later, the street urchin he befriended that day is bound for his mentor's homeland. With his mentor's grandchildren, no less.
Aye. 'Tis upon reflection that every twist of time's river and fate's whims are brought into sharp relief. Thou hast matured much in the intervening years. Wert thou not caught attempting to relieve Master Louis Soir of his purse scant moments after he made landfall upon this dock?
Oh, really? Now that's a tale I'd like to hear.
Will this be your first visit to Charlion, Sir Estinian? Sir Estinian?
Are we strangers newly met? Why this stiff formality?
I, merely meant it as a professional courtesy, since we are now colleagues in an official sense.
I'd rather you dispense with the sirs, especially in private company. Or I'll be forced to respond in kind, little Lord Alphino.
You've made your point, Estinian. Painfully well.
Better.
He didn't answer the question. He dodged a question
You're right,
there.
Taru. You seem positively distraught.
Distraught? Me? Don't be silly. I think it's lovely that they get to see their homeland. It's just... we're trying to thwart the schemes of an army hell-bent on destroying the world. And, once again, I have to stay behind and worry that this is the last time I'll get to see my friends.
For the MC, like, come on.
I'll hold you to that.
Please do. I swear to God, if any of them die, I'm losing my
good.
shit.
You're still here.
Hori! Coulternay! What brings you all this way?
We're to assist the Maelstrom and the Kobolds with a lunar primal operation, so we thought we'd see you off before heading to the tower. Flamine and the others wish you all a safe journey, and promise that they'll look after things here until you return. We will too, of course. Aye. We, your fellow Scions of the Seventh Dawn, will do our part to ensure the end of the world won't happen on our watch.
We're
Good to hear.
sail! All aboard for Charlion! It's time.
Then we must delay no longer. We will contact you the moment we learn aught of value. Wish us luck.
Have a safe journey, and please, please, be careful.
All aboard! I mean, you should already be on a board, so if you're not, you're fucking me left behind.
We venture forth unto the unknown.
Whose voice is that?
A fate beyond the horizon that
Is that
cannot be
Xenos?
divined. A future undefined and in flux.
No, I don't think so.
In uncertain times, naught but the simplest words of wisdom will suffice.
I can't put a name to the voice. Like, I've heard the voice before, I just can't figure out who it
lives
is.
destined to die. Love leads to loss. Every beginning has an end. Treasure every moment, every step of your descent. And there, in the depths where souls and stars rest, find your truth.
I was gonna say that's pretty far, but to be fair, Doma is pretty far too, so. And even then, like, it wasn't directly to Doma we went to the trade nation.
Here.
Feel. No?
Feel.
Oh, there it is, feel. I forget the last word.
Think.
Think, that's what it is. Hear, feel, think.
The day has barely dawned, my fellow earlier riser. Though we're hardly alone in that. Envious of those still sleeping soundly, no doubt.
We're just sleeping on the stage, you know.
Called out to you, you say? I've heard nothing myself. In any case, I dare say the sea air will do you good. Why not join the others on deck? Charlian should be coming into view at any moment.
We probably left out the fact that it's frickin' Ellen calling out. And why are we being so secretive about this? Like, come on. Like, we saw Heidelin. And we see Heidelin again. Hello, Miss Primal.
My voice yet reaches you. I am glad. hear, feel, think. And thus do we meet face to face at last. My warrior of light, guided by the crystal.
Like, it was obvious who it was when she was facing water. Why they couldn't just give us her name? Like...
After your sojourn in the First, I believe you have your answer.
Because we know the truth.
You have gained an understanding of what I truly am, what Eidolon has always been, a primal. Zodiac was created to forestall the apocalypse which threatened the ancient world, and I was brought forth to bind him. Yet 7 times now, those who would orchestrate a return to that bygone era have rejoined a shard to the god I had sundered. The greater his strength grows, the swifter does mine own diminish. The power to draw your mind into the rift betwixt is no longer mine to wield. Yet though it taxes me sorely, I dare not leave these words unsaid. Even bereft of my guidance, you and your companions have accepted the burden of this star's troubled past. A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine. Wheels shudder and turn. Conflict looms. Monumental. Which will decide the fate of this world and all life upon it. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Cast your peepers to the fore, folks. Sharlayan's just over yonder.
I will not keep you further. Your traveler's heart must yearn to behold this unfamiliar land. We shall meet again, and soon.
What if we're a thrall? Like, I wouldn't doubt the case.
What a fine morning.
And that's why we can't be thrall to others, because we're already a thrall to Eidolon.
And a good morning to you too. Taking a look at the island already?
Then let's go. Let's go. Might still be room in the prow if we're lucky.
Ah, the sleepers have arisen. There she is. Good old Sharlayan.
Oh, I see it.
It's like kind of underwhelming. I was expecting something more grandiose.
Home. Home at last. Well, maybe not in Father's eyes. But we'll manage on our own, if we must.
You do know you're not alone in this, don't you?
Indeed. 'Tis as Sir Estinian said. Forget not the comrades who boarded this ship at your side, I prithee.
Thank you, my friends. We are ever grateful for your steadfast support.
Upon arrival, we will be disembarking into the heart of Sharlayan proper. There is no greater concentration of wisdom in all the world. I am confident that somewhere within that center of knowledge and learning, we will find the answers we seek.
Walker. I don't know.
Sharlayan, the solitary island nation of the northern seas. Where under the watchful gaze of Thaliak, patron deity of scholars, academics hoard all manner of knowledge and secrets. Once, they deigned to accept foreign students into a distant colony maintained in the Dravanian hinterlands. How swiftly they abandoned it once the first Garlean boot set hostile foot on Ala Megan soil. So averse to the prosecution of war, these men of wisdom, your would-be allies.
I thought they'd never let us off the ship. What's next, then? Entry applications?
Hopefully they find no cause to deny us.
Hasn't Sharlayan all but severed relations with foreign powers? Those of us without direct ties, myself included, may be refused outright.
'Tis true that, as a nation, Sharlayan only forms trade agreements with a select few neutral countries. But from a practical standpoint, an island cannot afford to be overly strict with its borders, especially not if that island's people are wholly devoted to the accumulation of knowledge. If one submits the proper paperwork, with satisfactory evidence of identity and intent, then foreigners may be granted entry.
May.
Yeah.
Quite. So let us be absolutely clear on these points before we proceed. The immigration officer will ask for your affiliation and your purpose of visit. Considering Sharlayan's views on intervention, I strongly suggest we avoid any mention of the Scions. Kral has laid the groundwork for us to act as associates of the students of Baldessian, and our ostensible reason for being here is to aid in their order's restoration.
Screenshotting. No, too late. Okay, order of Bastelliation.
Grahatir, it might expedite our progress should an actual student be seen at the head of our little group. Would you mind leading the way?
Of course. The immigration officers were this way, as I recall. Shall we?
I hope I don't actually have to remember any of this. Just don't mention the Scion.
Greetings. We've just arrived and are eager to make our way into the city. Would you be so kind as to process our entry applications?
Certainly. I see by your mark you are an Archon.
I am. Grahat here of the students of Baldesion at your service. I was assigned to an Eorzean survey team, but have returned to assist with the reformation of my order. My associates here will provide additional support.
Very good. I have paperwork detailing your group and its scheduled arrival for today. And it seems some few of your companions are also Archons. If you'll step forward, we can process those applications first.
Ishtola rule.
There's a way for us to become an Archon.
See how it glows. That list is etherically linked with the citizen registry kept in the main repository.
I've confirmed your status as Archons and amended your travel records accordingly. Welcome home.
Nice.
Now, who do we have here?
Alphino Leveilleur.
What?
And Alizé Leveilleur.
Your applications have also been approved. Having said that, the streets are abuzz with talk of how House Leveilleur's lord disowned his young progeny. And while such personal circumstances constitute no reason to deny you entry, I urge you to avoid exacerbating your present situation. Times are quite troubled enough already.
We shall keep that in mind.
Say thank you. No.
These last two are not Sharlayan natives, but you will find their credentials are in order. An application was made in advance.
Name and occupation?
I'm technically an artisan too, but I'll say adventurer by trade.
An adventurer. Well, I suppose that is considered a valid calling in your native Eorzea, and it does indeed match the profile provided. You may enter. And you, sir?
Estinian Valino, formerly of the Order of the Knights Dragoon in Ishgard.
Formally, at least. And what, pray tell, is your profession now?
If you'll allow me... My associate is a mercenary, hired for his strength at arms. Surely you are aware of the dangers we often face on our forays into the wilderness.
Mistress Baldesion, if you insist on sponsoring his entry, then so be it. But while I appreciate that desperate times call for desperate measures, I find your choice of company concerning. Be advised that even a single misstep may have severe repercussions for your organization.
I have every confidence in my chosen company, dear and trusted comrades that they are. But I thank you for your concern.
Croyle! It is good to see you.
Likewise. Long voyage notwithstanding, you all seem none the worse for wear. There is much to discuss, but this is hardly the place. Let's be on our way, shall we? Oh! Welcome, friends, to Sharlayan.
As your mercenary, I should hope my welcome includes a generous salary.
Well, I had to say something, Sir Taciturn.
AKA, I just hired him on the spot. I'm glad to spotted your ship coming into port. The officers are born to bureaucrats and strictly for detail. In any case, you may relax and take a moment to get your land back. I don't know if it's going to move me, so I'm going to hit this real quick. Thought to launch directly into an explanation of what I've learned and how we might proceed. This is Levy and Epstein's first time in Sharlayan, and for the rest of you, a homecoming that was long overdue. You must have places you wish to visit and people you are dying to see. Therefore, I propose we postpone our agenda so that you all may have sufficient time to recover from your journey and get your bearings in the city. Once you've settled in, we can reconvene at the Baldesion Annex. How does that sound? This is a fine suggestion. We may not be welcomed at the Levier's estate as such, but I should like to nose around the neighborhood all the same. I'm equally tethered, as it were. There is no particular place that I can call home. Still, I would not pass the opportunity to reacquaint myself with the city. Likewise, a quick tour of the old haunts might even yield some useful gossip. The annex was west of the Aetherite Plaza, wasn't it? I shall join you there at noon. Yes, we'll see you there. What about you, Ayanje? I too have places I would be remiss not to visit forthwith. I leave. What about you, Gertatia? What of you, Estinian? My services as a guide are yours for the asking. That won't be necessary. Until we convene, I prefer to wander as the wind takes me. But I could... Valaraha, would you like to join us then? You've been gone a while, and this would be the perfect way to refresh those dusty old memories of yours. Of course, if you'll have me. Come, Levy. Sharlayan awaits. After you, my friend, I am more than content to follow your lead. Fuck, we have escorts now? Okay. Certain duties require that one or more NPCs accompany you in order to proceed with the quest objective. You must keep them at your side and make your way to a designated location. So long as you remain in the same area, NPCs accompanying you will remain by your side even when using teleport or Ethernet. It is possible to ride mounts or swim while escorting NPCs. Please note, however, they will not appear at your side until you dismount or leave the water. You may also speak with NPCs while escorting them. Furthermore, you may encounter conversation points along the way, which offer additional topics of discussion. These points will also be indicated on your map. When speaking with NPCs, you will be given the option to part ways. You will also part ways automatically when changing areas. And if you part ways with an NPC, you may return to the starting point and speak with them to try again. All set, let us be on our way. Our first stop, amusingly enough, will be the Last Stand. It's a cafe on the west side. Okay, your next quest objective requires escorting. Learn more about this. Carl's also accompanying you. Yeah, okay. Check out a conversation point. That's a sight one could hardly forget. The great statue of a student of Valdius was usually quarters. Okay. They're just little tidbits, that's all. And here we are, the Last Stand. I may have mentioned this before, but although our research into nutrition and food preparation is quite extensive, the average Charlian tends to regard seasoning and flavor with a certain indifference. How can I put this? The food is, it's bland. And encapsulate by our infamous Archon loaf, the prevailing sentiment towards cuisine is dietary value first and taste. There was one pupil at the stadium, however, who could stomach their school's impotent meals no longer, so he quit his lessons and poured all his savings into building a proper eatery. And so the Last Stand came to be. It is, as the name implies, the sole dedicated outpost of fine dining in Charlian, the one and only bastion of culinary arts in an isle of otherwise mediocre fare. I seem to recall their burger being held as one of the more impressive items on the menu. Not that I ever had the pleasure of eating one myself. Because you were a typical Charlian when it came to cheap and convenient. Raha, but surely Tataru was since taught you how to appreciate a well-prepared dish. We should all stop when the time permits and sample the cafe delights. Shall we press on? The stairs on the side of the cafe will be... Oh my god, okay. Sorry, I'm starting to yawn here. Ooh, I like the crystals. An unusual shape, isn't it? I assure you, however, it's perfectly functional aetheryte. Remember to attune yourself before we move on. Now, being the diligent tour guide that I am, I should make mention of the Confluence, a research facility located on this very plaza. It's much vaunted discoveries are the reason Shalian stands out for teleportation technology. It does so for the underlying principle of Alota Aetherite. It allows us to understand what we construct, but was essentially a lost art. And off we go to the next destination. Our path leads not less than the Agora, Charlian's largest marketplace. Cool. Where is this? I don't feel like it. Welcome to the Agora, where you can find wares made in Charlian, as well as wide selection of imported goods. You also used to sell questionable prototypes from the various research institutes, but I think the practice has thankfully died out for the most part. Otherwise, I think no better place to stock up on your next big adventure. Oh, am I overselling it? On a more serious note, the next stop on our tours, which has particular relevance to our ultimate purpose here. We must head back to the Aetherite Plaza, follow the path north, then climb the stairs to the imposing building at the very top. This is where the council hails. Oh. The grand structure before you is the Rostra. The name refers to the original public platform erected here, upon which a forum of elect representatives would deliver orientations and debate policy. Although the stage has since evolved into a council chambers, the nature of the forum and the duties of its members remain largely unchanged. Am I boring you, Raha? You seem awfully distracted. My apologies. From here, one can see the entire city spread out below. This vista put me on the mind of the arrival in first. Those who had gathered at the Crystal Tower asked me how they might go about building a new home. Naturally, my answer were all inspired by my knowledge of the finest settlements I could think of, the great city of Charlian. And bit by bit, those few buildings grew into a town, a community, the Crystallarium. I almost see its echo. I feel free to come up here whenever you wish. I don't think the counselors would object to simply enjoying the view. Such memories should be treasured. For now, however, the tour must go on. Our specular of sightseeing concludes with the fittingly named Journey's End. Walk down the stairs and eat some something ahead. Real quick, let's attune to this. Yeah, so this is nice that they're doing this mission now because this introduces us to this mechanic. We've arrived at Journey's End. History tells us that this is where those who put ashore with Archons Nufuric built their first homes. In the present day, it serves as a residential district for the most important officials of the oldest Charlian families. You'll see that one mansion is clearly larger than the neighbors. That estate belongs to our friend from House Louviere. All things considered, we should probably keep our distance for the time being. And with that, we bring our little Charlian tour to a close. I hope it has proven to be entertainment and enlightening experience. Now, shall we head directly to the Balthasar Annex? You remember the way, don't you, Brenna? Let me think. We head down towards the harbor, cross the bridge to our right, and follow the path below the Aetherite Plaza. Correct. After you, Levy. Well, I am going to take a very indirect route. Because I want to hit these shards. Honestly, it kind of surprised me that Thancred is an Archon. Like, I wonder what... Because they have to write a thesis, I'm pretty sure. To do this? So what thesis did fucking Thancred do? The Art of Stealth? Like, I'm not throwing shade or anything. Like, I'm curious. Because at least with, like, Yushkola and Orianji, like, it makes sense. They're more of, like, research-type people. Like, I can understand them being Archons, but Thancred? On top of that, Liz Ida was also at the Archon's mark. That means Ida was an Archon. Mind you, we never meet the real Ida because it was Liz the entire time. So we don't know if she was a smart or a battle junkie like her sister or what, but... A choice look on Rafa's face has undoubtedly informed you. This is the Belt Annex. If you continue up the hill, you'll arrive at the doorstep of the phenomenon, but I think we've explored enough for the day. Can we take you there another time? Inside of you then. Oh, I was gonna sneak up there and grab the shard, but... I'm back and I brought Levy and Raha with me. Ah, you were right about the ship then. Hello, Raha. It's nice to see you again. And it's a pleasure to finally meet you, Levy. I've heard many tales of your exploits. Oh, Jika. Soon, Jika. It has been an age. Allow me to introduce you. Jika Jika. Administration officer for the students of Baldizion. He oversees the day-to-day business of the Annex. You may recall meeting his cousin, Ijika. Oh yes, Eureka. I read it in the initial report. Quite a shock to hear what become of the Isles. Do you take care of the opportunity to rejoin the expedition? This place is like a second home for the students. The Isle of Val served as our main headquarters, of course, but we often had occasions to visit Charlian. Whether to make use of the city's research facility, attend conferences, or procure supplies from distant shores. And the annex here was built to provide lodging for our members while we engage in such activities. Ever since our former headquarters along with the Isles itself, Banished the Annex has served as our base of operation. And yet it feels so empty. With so many lost to us, our organization is a shell of its former self. The day will come where we'll see the students rise again. But first, we must ensure that the Teleporori fall. Through that door on the left, there is the main hall, where we can discuss our options moving forward. Once everyone arrives, that is, you probably have time to rest before discussions begin in earnest. I have prepared private quarters. I had private quarters prepared for you and your art engine, so please feel free to make yourselves at home. Ah, the nap room. Perfect for the afternoon doze. Oh, I didn't mention to give you the wrong impression. The chambers are quite well appointed. Far more than some cheap roadside inn, you may be assured. It was simple that we were often so busy with research or exhausted from journeys abroad that we would slip into an just to steal a few winks. Thus they became known as the students as nap rooms, even if many such naps might last well into the following morning. Say the word and I'll be happy to show you to your chambers. Hopefully the others won't be too long in coming. I'll wait for you all in the main hall. Okay, we have a mender there. Do I want to sneak out real quick and... we'll grab the last one that I can see on the map at least. Let's study them. It'd be cool if we can become an Archon. I don't think that's the case, but it'd be cool if we could do like a fake research topic and do like one of like 6 or 7 stories. Feeling fresh and alert? Our colleagues should be wandering in soon, so I should suggest we stay here and wait for them to join us.
Pray forgive me. I was delayed.
It's fine, Urianger. We're all here now.
Let's get down to business then, shall we? Come what may, we must prevent the Telephoroi's plans from coming to fruition. At present, I see 2 paths for gathering the information which may aid us in achieving that goal. The first involves an investigation into the change which has come over Sharlayan. Not to mention the recent inscrutable behavior of the Forum. As most of you know, the 99 members of the Forum are elected from the general populace. This alone guarantees a plethora of opinion with regards to foreign policy. The bibliotheques, for example, are a group of conservatives which would have Sharlayan focus on recording history, while remaining entirely uninvolved in the making of it. And at the other extreme, We have advocates for proactive diplomacy and direct intervention. My grandfather Galef was one such member, as was Archon Louisois.
That makes sense.
Yet despite our diverse factions and philosophies, the recent vote to deny Eorzea's request for assistance was unanimous. Even more concerning was the fact that many cited other, more pressing duties as justification for their recalcitrance.
Fortuno's refusal in Gridania had those same undertones. 'Twas as if, having stared unblinking into the face of impending doom, he had simply turned away to pursue something more important. But what could that possibly be?
A mystery indeed, and one which I ask for your help to solve. Our future may depend on it.
You're going to the moon.
As for our second potential path, it concerns a request made directly to the students of Baldessian. Our organization was founded primarily to study strange and unexplained phenomena the world over. Mysterious relics and ruins, arcane disturbances, and so forth. Compared to our more isolationist Sharlayan colleagues, we have strong connections overseas, namely with scholars and academics who share our passion for the unknown. The request in question comes from one such acquaintance, Nadana, an alchemist residing in distant Thavnair. Her missive describes the sudden appearance of a tower, and the subsequent summoning of what I can only assume is a lunar primal. In response to this threat, the Satrap of Radzat-Han, the individual who governs the city-state, has instructed the alchemists to find a means to deal with the spire.
The artisans of that land are heirs to an ancient tradition, one rather unlike that of their Uldan counterparts. 'Tis possible, nay, probable, that they have gleaned truths unattainable by Eorzea or her Far Eastern allies.
They do, in fact, appear to have a strategy in mind, though it will require further research. To that end, they have requested an introduction to a capable warrior shielded by the blessing of light.
Assuming we divide our forces to pursue both of Kral's lines of inquiry, then having you join the group heading to Thavnair would seem the obvious choice.
No, let's in everyone who doesn't have the
But the
blessing.
investigation in Sharlayan is of vital importance as well. Equal, I think, to the Thavnairian one, given that the fate of the world may hinge on the results of both.
Yes, it is quite the quandary.
That's why there's a split.
Though it is a great imposition and an altogether too common one, our efforts would be more likely to succeed were you to lead the charge on both fronts. You are indeed our champion. As to which task to tackle first, we will defer to your decision. Let us next decide how everyone else might best be assigned. As for myself, I shall continue what I've begun in Sharlayan. I should also like to steal the services of an Archon or two.
And thereby gain access to a greater range of reading material. I will help with that.
Allow me to offer my assistance. I have some small amount of experience in the field of research.
Alize and I would also like to help, if you would have us.
Anything to understand even a fraction of what our father and the Forum might be thinking.
Of course! The more the merrier.
Oh, that leaves the rest. Thancred, Urianger,
The rest of us will make the journey to Thavnair.
the Dragoon.
Thoughts? Objections?
I passed through Thavnair on my way to infiltrate the Empire, and though I'm not qualified to give a guided tour, I did gain a sense of where things lie.
That's good to know, opinion.
I'll be happy to have you along then. So for this group, it will be you, me, and Urianger.
Give me a moment afterwards, and I'll supply you with all the details of Nadana's request. Consider this hall our rendezvous point once our respective tasks are complete. May our investigations prove fruitful.
Okay. So, the way I see it, personally, one of these tasks is a little more urgent than the other. The Thavnir are dealing with an active threat of a lunar primal. And the tower. So, in my eyes, that's taking priority. Carl's instructions in hand. Are you ready to set out? Then so are we. Having been through Thavnir before, I can travel by Aetheryte. But what of the rest of you? Another sea voyage would waste time you do not have. Carl was the same mind, and have already secured an aid from a good folk of the Confluence. We'll take ourselves there. The Confluence, thou sayest. I'm afraid so, my friend. Yeah. Thou wilt recall the hunt for Iceheart, unto whose sanctuary we delivered thy owing to the knowledge of our comrade Meobrida was an authority on aetherology, a field of study she did embark upon in pursuit of the parent's example. Both are authorities in their own right, and both are researchers at the Confluence. Haven't you gone to see them yet? I attempted to do so earlier, but to my shame, my courage failed me at the last. As it hath the many times I thought to reach out to them after sending that fateful letter. Neither time nor introspection have revealed unto me the words I should speak. Thus I have kept my silence. Whether you come with us or not is your choice and yours alone. If it is too difficult, we'll manage. Thou art kind to say so, but I have no intention of forsaking our cause. I shall go to the Confluence, and I shall face that which hath long been overdue. If it's settled, then let us be off. When we arrive, we should look for the researcher's name, Kite. Or Kitey. I don't know. This is rather a lot of stern faces. Are my library books overdue again? Not to our knowledge. We're associates of Carl of the students of Baldishan. We seek passage to Thavnir and understand that you can assist us. Ah, the test subjects. Welcome, welcome. Test subjects. Oh, you hadn't heard? Well then, allow me to explain. Why, hello. How was work? How was work?
Who's work? Thank you.
Yes. Sorry about that, chat. That's gonna happen from time to time at around 7. Okay, anyways. Oh, you haven't heard? Well then, allow me to explain. So in order to travel to an aetheryte, you ordinarily need to be attuned to it beforehand. Otherwise, you can't use it as a beacon to seek out while you're a mess of aether hurling along the live stream. An inconvenient but incontrovertible limitation of aetheryte teleportation. But what if we were to tell you that there's a way to travel to an aetheryte without being attuned to it? A way to teleport instantly to places you've never been. For long years, we've labored to make such travels possible, that people might move about more freely. And we've finally done it. We've created a new kind of aetheryte that doesn't require attunement. Surely that changes everything. Well, my language has been a bit misleading. The user need not attune to these aetheryte, but the aetheryte themselves must have been pre-attuned to each other, thereby facilitating travel between 2 points. But if we just so happen that our first test pairs of aetheryte, one has been installed here in Charlie, and then the other one over in Yaldlimod, a port town in there. As you may know, our nations have long maintained strong ties with the frickin' English. That's not English. And indeed, we owe much of this breakthrough to the contributions of their alchemists. So to sum it up, we're to test these aetherites How fortuitous for you. I should mention that an accident has impaired my ability to channel Aether. Will this be a problem? Not at all. As a matter of fact, you might say these Aetherites were made for people like you, good self. The magic's imbued within while whisks you away without any effort on your part. A veritable dream come true. Far be it for me to worry about such things. But do we have permission to make use of your shiny new invention? The only permission required is yours. So assuming you're willing, we're all set. It may come to a surprise, but we're actually struggle to find test subjects. Most people seem to have an unreasonable fear for their souls gradually disintegrating as they drift helplessly in the live stream. In this statistically unlikely event that something goes awry, but it's plain that you aren't most people. Mistress Call truly knows how to pick them. If I may change the subject, are Master Wilson and Mistress Yada not present today? Oh, you didn't hear? They've recently resigned their posts. Their expertise was needed elsewhere. A large-scale project helmed by the Forum itself, as I understand, but I'm not privy to the details. I see. Any other questions? No? Then let us get going before you change your minds. Please see your preparations and head outside to the Aetherite Plaza. I'll be along shortly. So, Pancret still can't use Aetherite. Yikes. I wonder if it's because of the fact of what he did in the first, like he almost freaking died. And that's the reason, or if it's just because his soul was there for too long.
Right, we're all set. Just the four of you, was it?
3. I'm already attuned to the crystal in Thavnir.
You are? Oh. I would have preferred more test subjects.
He's not risking it.
Oh, well, never mind. If our 3 travelers could line up here, please. Yes, right there is fine. Take a deep breath, and I'll soon have you soaring through the ether. Oh, and one last thing.
You're supposed to say that before you start.
Might experience a teensy-weensy touch of violent ethereal sickness. Good luck!
This is something you say before. Oh my god. That is far.
Thavnir, home to city-state Rads Athan. Rising from the southeast waters of the Bounty, this Isle of Plenty served as the battleground for a conflict between 2 peoples. Their cultures bled into one another until a unique amalgamation was distilled from the chaos, in a process not unlike their precious alchemy. Once solidified as a single nation, an adamant stance of neutrality would hold invaders at bay. For a time. Now across this vibrant isle creeps a fog of malice. What choice do you have? What chance? Against such an insidious foe.
Justinian just fucking like, for fuck's sakes.
I've seen fairer faces after a bout of bad shellfish.
That's a statement.
Let me bring you something to drink. That should help settle your bellies.
There was a note with Kryle's instructions. Don't let Justinian roam the markets alone. He's alarmingly bad with coin.
You managed to will yourself to your feet, but given your condition, you will be... Yeah, saw that coming. Traveler, I mean, greetings and welcome. You are wise, good sir, to come to me. My special arma, made with only the finest and precious ingredients, a famed... By the way, warm welcome to Thavner. I'm pleasant to offer to you for the low price of 19,800 gil. For not one, not two, but 3 bottles. Wait, I shouldn't buy this merchant since willing to me? Here's apology, sir, but I appeared about my price is confused. It's actually 1,890 gil for the 3 bottles. That confusion would be quite costly for both of us. Very well. Your coin. You tried to upsell us times 10. Praised by the 12, my stomach doth loosen the death grip. My heartfelt thanks to thee and Estinian, and to the fine fruits of this land. You were in time. Excellent. You've spared us from Kuru's wrath. Sweet release. If you haven't already, you should have yours too. Well, clearly I have, because I'm not fucking sick. Right, I'm ready to get on with it. This last sea truly worked wonders. Back on your feet, I see. Dye hair. You changed it. I bound it. This most I could do against this heat, short of shredding my armor. May I ask where you got the cord for it? A local vendor. That man said that the Thunder's weave that is not easily unwrapped. And how much did it cost? 9,400 gil. A steal, I was told. There's nothing fancy, but I always valued. That's incredible. I dare say not even Alpha Node could hold a candle to you. He's mocking you. I'm inclined to agree with thine assessment. It doth seem excessive, unusually so. Claiming Thavner as its dominion, the notion of Rasta have long thrived as a hub of commerce. In the beginning, there were the Arkasodara, an elephant, a Mataga tribe indigenous to this land. Over time, they came to be joined by other races, and through their intermingling, a culture rich of distinct did emerge. From alchemy to textiles to produce of Hanish culture have come to be celebrated and fuck, English is hard. Like, I'm trying to read. From alchemy to textile to produce to products of Hanish culture have come to be celebrated and coveted the world's over. A development only aided by the nation's prime locations as a waypoint betwixt east and west. All of this has combined to make a trading power of Radshatan, yet such status cannot be taken for granted. Nay, it must needs be maintained through judicious governance and stringent regulation. Neither of which I see any evidence, given the merchants at the gateway town are free to fleece hapless travelers and tarnish the reputation of the nation at large. Just so the opportunistic pricing is rampant, doth suggest that oversight is much weakened, or mayhap that the people have fallen up on hard times. Whatever the truth may be, it would be prudent to ascertain the current state of affairs. Prudent and practical, we've not to lose anymore. So, ere we seek out Krau's acquaintance, shall we see what information we can gather from the Yundilmad? Excellent. We didn't exactly get off to a flying start, but we'll make up for it. Right, let us split up and make inquiries in town. Levy appears yours. Once we have learned what we can, we regroup at the Aetheryte, off-putting the main site of it might be. I don't think I properly tuned to this, so let's do that. Yeah. God, whatever cat in my freaking house took a shit. I can smell it from here. And the litter box is all the way at the other end of the fucking house. The development accounts aren't coming? Well, we already have everything they ordered. What are we supposed to do with it? I don't know, but yelling at me isn't going to help. All I know is that their plans have changed, and that's that. Look, you must have known this might happen. The Empire is at war with itself, and the provinces are in chaos. And then there's a tower sitting on our doorstep, spitting out monstrosities. The city has its defenses, but we've been afforded no protection out here. We can't blame foreigners for not wanting to take the risk. But this will be an enormous loss. Alright. Forget about the Dalmag scans. Surely some ships are still coming. We have fresh product, handicrafts, medicines, and the perennial chronic favorites. Our consortium works closely with the merchants at the artisans to supply only the finest wares. Quality is guaranteed. I know all these things. I do. Which is why I regret to say that I have nothing for you. All voyages have been cancelled or indefinitely postponed. And you are? Wait, you're a foreigner, are you not? A merchant? Please tell me you're a merchant. I see, that's a shame. I'm sorry, but we're discussing important matters. If you need something, please talk to one of the others. Excuse me. My name is Matsuya, and I'm here to see Kav... Oh, it seems he's busy. I'll come back later then. He seems like an interesting guy to talk to. Is that who we're going to talk to? It is. Matsuya. Yes, can I help you? I remember seeing you back in the guild. You wanted to speak with who did you? I'm Matsuya, a fisherman of Akiyali, a nearby village. I sell my catches to him, who offers it to foreign merchants, but he hasn't bought anything for a while now. When I heard the consortium had been struggling, I became worried and decided to come see him. Just as soon as he's free, anyway. He's a hard-working man, and I dare not disturb him. Okay. If I may ask, what is it that you do? An adventurer, you say, and you travel the world helping people? Then that must mean you're great at dealing with strangers. Please, won't you teach me to be like you? You see, I brought some fresh fish with me, the portion I couldn't preserve, and I want to sell them. The problem is, I'm terrible with people. I've ever only dealt with Buddy, and I can't talk to customers without getting my trunk in a twist. So please, as silly as this might sound, will you not peddle the fish in my stead and show me how it's done? Sure, why not? The events to follow cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. Oh. Fuck me. You'll do it then? Show me how to deal with customers? I'm in your debt. Right. Please try peddle my fish to, shall we say, 3 people here in Yeldamad. I will observe and you and learn. I want to be one so bad. If I could switch to one of these guys, I would. Fuck, I would make a new character to be one of those. Yes. Greetings to you. I suppose well enough to, given the circumstances. Things have settled down somewhat, but in the utter chaos, when that tower first appeared, everyone's grabbing whatever they could, trampling over each other in the city. Many remained there for now, but I could not stay away. I had to come back, continue my life as it is. Whether or not it was the right choice, only time will tell. There's no place like home, but... Oh, trust me, I don't. I make sure to keep well clear of the tower, and when more monsters emerge from it, I heed that Radiant host's instructions. I hope they deal with it soon, so we can get back to our normal lives, to the days when we could earn as much as you gave, and tuck into the meal satisfaction that you did good work. Speaking of meals, why not have some fresh fish today? Fresh fish, you say? Oh, you're a fishmonger. When you bait me like that, how can I not bite? Very well, give me some of your fish. Thank you for your custom. The catch of the day is shallow cod, delectable stewed in coconut milk, or baked with a sprinkle of salt. Woo! I could make a sale if it's multiple choice. No, we're just gonna stare at the male or raw for a lot longer, who's like double my height. Who's pretty much double. Hello, can I be free? Ah, connection with the server lost. Cool. Are we being DDoSed? Is the Final Fantasy servers being DDoSed? Is the FF14 being DDoSed? Status. Nothing reported on their website. I don't know, I've been dealing with lag and that today. Nothing reported on down detector. Wondering if you're experiencing issues because of the DDoS that happened a few days ago. Please don't tell me I have to fucking restart. Okay, guys, I think we're going to be moving to World of Warcraft because, I hate to say it, but the servers are running like shite right now. Oh no. Okay. Like a mofo, so going to say something else. Like that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move on to something else for tonight, guys, because like just that little interaction there is enough to tell me that there's still instabilities with the server. Now, I don't know if it's because the servers are being overloaded or if it's because there's another DDoS attack going on. No special notices. Oh no, we're gonna move over to World of Warcraft. I'm not doing anything fancy on there. I'm just kind of leveling. And to be honest, I'm not even freaking that far. I am gonna have to duplicate. So I don't have a membership yet, so I don't know what level I can go up to. But I am going to play until I can't anymore, and then I will debate what I do from there. Okay. You know what? Let's do this. Do something here. I'm going to open Overwolf or Curse Forge because that's how I'm pretty sure I'm managing my add-ons. It's been a while since I've played World of Warcraft. Clearly, I am currently playing a level. I'm playing a shaman right now. Okay. Okay, everything's been updated. Look at Curse Forge. Where is it? So I'm just doing the update to my plugins here. I'm gonna be real. No idea what this is. Yes, I do. Okay. Fuck that shit. I am logging in through the launcher. Okay. So. Okay. So I definitely don't play this game for the story, just give you guys a heads up. And I have no idea if I'm going to be staying in this position or if I'm going to be moving myself to the right. It's all going to depend on where chat is, because I might end up having to hide the chat. Okay. Right, it's Addy bag not working. Don't think Addy bag is working anymore. Okay, let me go do that real quick. About to get a text message. My code is not 647688. Okay, hold on. Okay. Sorry, I use an authenticator. Like, what's annoying is... I'm gonna have to fucking do this. So yeah, this is a load of shit. I hate the Battle.net mobile app with a passion. And I hate that I have to download this. I would rather just link my fucking authenticator. Actually, while that's installing, I'm gonna look at one other thing. If I do app, yeah, literally, it's asking for something that's impossible for me to provide. Like, none of the authenticator apps fucking provide me a serial number. And now I'm gonna have to fucking manually log in on my phone with my fucking 16-digit password that I have. wonder why it's not working. Yeah, I've been kicked out, which doesn't surprise me. I'm gonna uninstall. And I'm going to reinstall. Fucking forcing me to. Fucking re-enabled shield because there's no other 2FA options. This should be a really fucking standardized practice, but whatever. Whatever. Hello? It is activated, though. Oh, is it? Oh, you know what? This might be updated. I'm gonna try reloading the game without the junk. Plugins. I'm gonna be real, I'm not doing too hot today. Okay, I swear to God. What do you mean require reload? So, I've disabled this crap. I swear to God. Okay. So... Okay. Yeah. This is annoying. Whatever. Add-ons. It being an older add-on, it wouldn't surprise me if it's just broken. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I just confirmed the plugin that I've been trying to get to work is no longer... I don't... Okay, I'm gonna... I'm gonna stop streaming to YouTube, guys. If you're on YouTube, I apologize. Stuff is just running slow. I don't know if it's because of my computer, but yeah. I'll see you guys